Hey Eduardo, it's Amber. I just wanted to shoot you this really quick screencast, just kind of giving you a more in-depth overview of what I do, how I can help you grow and scale your business, whether that be the first option that I had told you about, which was what's called lead generation. That's when I essentially build out a website, I own the website, and I'm pretty much just sending you leads from that. That's a more hands-off option for you. But then the second thing that I'm also able to do is actually build you your own website, and we could actually go ahead and just grow and scale your website and get your website ranked to the top of Google. So just to kind of start with the basics here, I'm going to go ahead and show you what happens whenever I Google concrete in Fort Worth, Texas. So there's going to be a few areas that you see here. Usually at the top of this section right here, this is what's called a Google Maps map pack is what we call it. Usually there's ads, so that's where a lot of people are actually paying to be at the top of Google so that their business is seen first. So that's more of a non-organic approach. That's definitely something that you could do if you would like. I generally don't recommend ads. I try to have my clients ranked organically in Google, and I'll kind of go through what that looks like as well. So usually you see ads appear. The second thing you're going to see right here, like I said, is the Google Map Pack. It's extremely important to try and be in one of these top 3 sections here. This is what really generates a lot of leads for your business. So getting your company in the top 3 is definitely a goal that we would want to try to achieve, which we could achieve. And then the third section here, this is where what we call organic listings. So these people, they're not paying for any ads at all. Oftentimes you'll see like Home Advisor, things like that, but they're not paying for ads. They've ranked their website organically to get to the top of Google, and I'll show you how that is and what that looks like. So your top 2 competitors are H&H Concrete on Demand, and then DFW Concrete. So I just wanted to pull this up for you. This is a tool that we use. It's called Ahrefs. It really helps me to see the ins and out of a website, where it's ranking, and what it's going to take to beat them. That's the biggest thing that this tool helps us to do. So don't really pay too much attention to this bottom portion here. It kind of can be overwhelming, but this top portion is what I want to kind of go through with you. So these 2 things right here, UR and DR, are extremely important. UR stands for how powerful your website are in the eyes of Google, and DR stands for how trustworthy your website is. So you want both of these to be high, and you want them to be relatively close together. So as far as this site is concerned, they're not too high. So I definitely see some opportunity where you could get your website built and beat them with no problem, especially considering going on to the next step. They only have 25 backlinks, which is honestly not a whole lot at all. Now what a backlink is, it's pretty much when another site is giving credit to your site. So let's say your site is featured on a blog that has to do with concrete work. That would link back to your website and give your website power and authority. So backlinks are very good, but what's most important is to have good quality links. You tend to see a lot of times that people will have backlinks that are very spammy and they have nothing to do with their website, and that can really end up hurting you. So that's the second thing that's a huge thing when it comes to ranking your website, is having good quality backlinks. And then I'll kind of go through what a keyword is with you. So what a keyword is, it's pretty much a highly ranked word in Google. For instance, Fort Worth Concrete, if you look at this volume, this tells me that this is searched 60 times per month, and it has a keyword difficulty of 12, which means it's going to be a little hard to rank for that word. However, it's definitely doable. concrete contractors in Fort Worth, Texas, that has a volume of 100. So that's a lot of potential clients that could be coming to you versus your competitor. That only has a keyword difficulty of 4. So 100 people are searching and looking for concrete work per month. And I could go through all of these. There's a ton of keywords. But this is another thing that we take into consideration when ranking, is we get good quality content on your website. And within this content, you incorporate these keywords, which Google will find, and then as a result, get you ranked in the top position of Google. And then the third and final thing I wanted to go over with you is what's called a citation. And that's pretty much when your business name, phone number, and address is pretty much just blasted all over the internet, whether that be different directories, social media platforms, anything of that nature. So of course, the more citations, the better, because your business is getting out there. But even aside from that, it's just another thing that Google looks at when it comes to ranking your website. So your top competitor has 35 citations, and then your second top competitor has 31. So those are just a few of the things I wanted to go over with you. If you like, I don't mind at all getting together a proposal for you. It would take a little bit longer for me because I do an in-depth research of even beyond this. I go through each backlink. Here, I'll show you. I'll go through each backlink of your competitor just to see the type of link, just to really nail down what it's going to take to beat them. So I'd go through each one of these links and things of that nature. So I can definitely do that for you, and then we can hop on a call if you'd like, and I can go over it with you as well. Just going over what keywords we could rank for, the number of backlinks you're going to need, the number of citations you're going to need to beat your competitor. So I know that was kind of a lot of information. Thank you for bearing with me if you made it through this whole video. But if you do have any questions for me at all, please let me know. I don't mind at all. Again, we can hop on a call if you want to chat about it, or a Zoom meeting, anything at all. But that was everything I have. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a good one.